Cheers. That was weak. So fucking weak. Oh my gosh, it's the worst sound ever. You picked literally the worst glasses.
Well, they are full. They're not going to have too much of a ting.
Nope. Alright.
So, thanks for joining us here at Spare Time. This is officially our first episode.
I know. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
You know what? A lot of people have been asking me, what's your channel about? What do you think, Ian? We talked briefly about this.
What are we about? Well, I mean, it kind of says it in the title. We're Spare Time. If you have some spare time, check us out. We're just two dudes being idiots. Is basically what it is. We're going to talk about various topics from nerd culture, video games, comic books, movies, TV, books, I guess kind of an all-around media channel. We'll also teach you some life lessons along the way, hopefully. For today's episode, our very first episode, our inaugural episode, whatever you want to call it, we are talking about first-time experiences. So I guess to start us off, one of the first topics that we wanted to talk about, I guess, would be first CDs. So I'm sure a lot of you out there have had your first CD, at least that are our age.
Yeah.
Maybe cassette, maybe...
Because I was going to say, not everybody had a first CD.
Right. First Betamax tape.
Or first MP3 download.
Craig, what was yours?
Well, it was on Christmas. It was
Okay.
First I opened up a CD Discman, or whatever. Was that what they were called?
The Walkman, like Sony Walkman?
It was like a Discman.
Oh, okay. Did you have like that skip thing on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Your parents weren't cheap. In that sense, at least.
Well, yeah, it did have a skip to song. Is that what you're talking about?
No. The impact skip, the delay.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Not at
yeah,
all.
neither did mine.
No,
Those were like the worst.
If you even sneezed, it would skip the song.
Oh, it was horrible.
No, the first CD was Aerosmith Big Ones. It was their greatest hits in that time era.
Yeah.
Which was what, like early 2000s?
I don't even know when that came out. Probably somewhere around there. I mean,
Yeah.
But
The only song it didn't have Pink,
yeah.
but it had like all the.
Well, I would hope it didn't have Pink.
That's a great song.
Pink is my favorite color.
And it kind of is my favorite
Right.
color. What about you?
Mine's a little embarrassing.
Uh-oh.
Just a little bit. And I would love to say that it was just someone got it for me and I had no inclination of it happening. Like that.
So you asked for it.
Not necessarily. I don't know. It was... I don't even want to say it, man. It's so bad. It was... my first CD was Britney Spears' first CD. I can't remember what it was called.
Was it like an EP or?
No. It was the one where it's like all pink on the front.
Yeah,
she's like on her knees. Yeah.
Like,
I actually do remember kind of asking for it. My mother got it for me. My mother.
see, I asked you, did you ask for it? And you're like, not really.
But I said kind
And
of.
what I thought in my head was, you just had her posters everywhere. And you were like writing your name in a notebook, and your mom's like, "That's what I'm getting."
No,
him."
that was your brother and Anna Paquin.
Yeah.
Um,
Or any female in any genre.
any female, period. I did redeem myself slightly on the second one, I guess.
Yeah.
I actually went and bought it at FYE when that was a thing.
So okay, so I'm gonna let you redeem yourself. What was your second one?
It was Sugar Ray's 1459.
Okay.
So I guess on to the next one. Would be first comic book. Since we're both nerds, I got into the comic book game late.
Really?
Yeah. Like I don't know. I remember reading a few here and there, but I didn't really own any until my later years. So.
Well, I remember I had to go to a doctor's office in town when I lived in Struthers.
Yeah.
And there was like a drugstore right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is back when they still had comic racks in every convenience store.
Yeah. Was it the Struthers one on what is that, on Sexton?
No,
Oh, okay.
it was on State Street.
Okay.
Anyway, I knew about superheroes from like the Tim Burton Batman and the Superman movie. So on the rack there was a Batman pirate comic, and you made a joke that
that's what you thought Batman was at the time.
This cool like bat swashbuckler.
You didn't even realize there was an original version of Batman. You just thought Batman was a pirate and nothing but.
And I've been disappointed ever since. Actually, I have that comic. Give me a second.
All right, so you have it.
Yep.
There it is.
First comic I ever owned. The pirate Batman.
Who even did that? Dixon and
yeah,
I don't even know who the second
some
person.
big names,
right? I've heard of both of them. Batman's always been a staple in my life, though I never really had the comics. Why are you taking it out? Put it down. We're done with that. We're done with you.
I just want to show you the Joker. He's so sweet in this.
Is he?
Yeah.
Did they make him look like Captain Hook?
Kinda. But yeah, I was obsessed with comics right after that. I think I asked my dad, like, if we could go get a comic another day, like right after. There he is.
Dude, that's demented.
Yeah. What's even more demented, which I thought was sweet, was
they had Lois and Clark was out.
Oh yeah. Lois and Clark, The Adventures of. I used to watch that.
Yeah, me too. It was great.
Yeah, look, Batman just stabs him right through the heart.
So he actually kills the Joker in this universe.
Yeah, which is one of the coolest things.
As opposed to Dark Knight Returns, where Joker just snaps his own neck.
You wanted to talk about your first cross country.
Well, the only reason I wanted to talk about this is just because there's a pretty funny story applied to it. It wasn't the first time I drove cross country, but it was the first time I drove by myself cross country. I was going from Reno to Vegas, or Reno to home, so Struthers, Ohio.
Okay.
Mapped it out as like 36 hours.
Oof.
Yeah, by myself.
Did you have money for like motels?
No. I had like zero money. Barely made it home. So overall, I did the trip in 48 hours. And here's why. It wasn't just... I tried to set myself a schedule of drive time, sleep time, but it wasn't working out. And because it was February, I had very little gas and no money. So I didn't want to waste gas, and like I had no place to stay, so I had to sleep in the car. It was freezing. So I hit my first stop after about 12 hours of driving. And I can't remember, I think it was like in Wyoming or something. And I went into this rest stop, and I saw on the wall, and I don't know if this is exactly what it said, but it said, tap your foot twice for like a good time. And it had that day's date and literally like a minute after.
Are you sure?
I am 100% dead serious.
This isn't from...
So I start looking around. I'm like, oh shit. Like there's no one in this. Yeah, I'm just trying to not stomp loudly. And I ended up going in there and left that rest stop. But I ended up staying there in my car and slept for a little bit. But yeah, I ended up getting home. I was pretty delirious. Like it was a pretty intense trip.
So that reminds me of Dumb and Dumber.
But I was by myself.
Yeah.
Oh, where he just comes into the Seabass comes into the bathroom. Yeah.
And it's minutes before when he reads it.
Yeah.
What if you tapped and like a penis just comes through the side of the wall?
Oh, I'd be so afraid. I think I took a picture of it, but I can't remember.
The penis?
No. What it said on the wall, but I can't remember if I did or not, or where that picture is. But it was it wasn't a frightening experience, but it was like an uncomfortable experience. Just knowing that minutes earlier someone wrote on that wall looking for some.
Speaking of
some
driving,
dick.
Speaking of driving, though, first car.
Mine was. I think we paid $100 for it. I was 16 and a half.
It's typical.
Yeah, like I wasn't sure if I was going to get my license before I was 18 just because it cost money, and I didn't grow up with a lot of money. I don't think neither of us did. No. But my mom and my stepdad got me an 86 Cutlass Sierra. That beast lasted like 3 years. It lasted me through high school, and after I graduated, I bought a new car. No. Yeah. I did. Because then I got a 93 Cutlass Supreme. But it was like white, rusty, maroon interior.
Why are they always white?
I don't know. I had 2 white cars in a row.
Yeah.
And finally decided to change it up with the third one.
The third one was your Spitfire?
The Sunfire.
Sunfire, right?
Spitfire. That would have been a much cooler name. It got a 99 Spitfire. But what was yours?
Well, like yours, mine was white.
Okay.
And it was like a Buick.
I kind of remember your first car.
Do you?
A little bit.
Well, you'd have to have like hung out with me in the week I had it. I remember I drove it for a good week. Mm-hmm. And the last time I drove it, the brakes went out and the power steering went out. So like, I had to drift in Circuit City's parking lot, which was across from where I was living.
That happened to me on my second car. I kept having to put power steering fluid in. It just became such a hassle. I hated it.
I got it for free from my wife's aunt.
I don't know. That about wraps it up for our first episode. If you have any first-time experiences you'd like to share with us, you can follow us on Twitter and tweet them to us. It's at Ian and Craig. We'll have a link in the description, or message us on Facebook or leave a comment.
Thanks for giving us your spare time.
Yeah. Just so you know, we will be having more episodes coming out. We're looking to do these once a week.
For now.
Yeah, for now. Hopefully, if we get enough traction and momentum, we'll put more and more out. If you guys enjoy what we're doing, we're obviously going to keep doing it.
We're going to try to do it every Sunday, release a video.
Yeah. So.
And every now and then we'll do a skit in the middle of the week.
Yeah, like a little promo.
Yeah.
A get ready for.
Yeah.
Probably around Wednesday you can expect those.
Which has been one of our favorite things to do.
Oh yeah, we've been having. I think that's why we've done it so much and been putting this off. Is just because we've had a blast just messing around and having fun on camera. So, but yeah, we're gonna keep doing this. Even if you guys don't enjoy it, we're gonna keep doing it just because we enjoy it. Screw you, audience. We do what we want.
That's a good first time. Screw you, audience. He was like, fuck you.